opposite.
Yeah, that's funny.
Excuse me for a second. Hey guys, can you switch to mic 3 from mic 2? It's got enough charge. It's off. Good.
Where's the, mic? Oh,
It doesn't have one. It doesn't have a focus one. So let's just try it that way.
okay.
See if it works any better.
Is it working better? Testing, testing.
Can you test the mic a little bit?
Testing, testing.
Just down good. Is this you?
Does that sound better?
That's not doing anything at all. Can we buy them? Two maybe? Yeah. All right.
We don't have that over this now.
That one's not working at all. So let's switch it back. They have miracles they can do on the other end, so.
Mine's the only one that has feedback, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's fine.
When you're talking, you're only picking up after it is.
Oh,
It's not even giving us anything.
okay, let me know when you're good to go.
I think we'll be good here in just a second.
Alright.
Did you get your picture from our dinner?
Yes, I did, yeah, it's in my room.
That's great.
Yeah,
I've never seen one of them. Do they frame them for you? Or?
yeah, the frame, it's a pretty nice frame.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
it's a nice picture.
That's great.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
We have, I think we have two more. We have one next week, and then the last one is in April.
Okay,
Yeah.
All right, we're good to go.
okay, ready? Recording? Okay. Hello, we are the Hurley Convergence Center archival group, and we are sitting down with President Hurley as part of our series of interviews about the Hurley Convergence Center. President Hurley, thank you for joining us. Can you start off with summarizing your involvement with the Hurley Convergence Center?
Well, it goes back a ways to the point where when I was the Executive Vice President, Chief Financial Officer here, I realized that the university could benefit from a new academic building, but the state regulations were such that if you didn't use the space you had according to their formula and at their time frames, then you weren't eligible for a new academic building. And I figured out that buildings that focused on technology did not have a similar kind of requirement. And so I started a conversation on campus to say, you know, we need a new building, and the way to do it is to build a, quote, technology building. So I can't remember exactly when that was. It would have been 06, 07, 07, 08, somewhere in there. And from that point forward, it was a matter of getting the appropriation through the State General Assembly and the governor. And then I had pretty much a hands-off once we formed the building committee and appointed all the different faculty members and staff to it to go ahead and begin to work on the design.
Okay. What potential features of the building would you like to have seen completed but never quite got off the ground, or are there any?
I can't remember anything that we talked about that hasn't happened. It's been a while, but I think the building has turned out exactly the way I had envisioned it.
How do you imagine this building being used in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, and do you think it will age well?
You know, what's interesting about that is we and particularly me as president, was really worried about how the students would react to the building when we opened it. Would they embrace it? Would they actually use it? And it was a fear that wasn't just shared by only me. There were other people that had the same, I guess, curiosity. Fear might be a strong word, but turns out we're delighted to walk by the building at all different times and see students busy doing a variety of things inside the building. So that makes me really happy that we have a place that students want to be in and so on. You know, like any building, I think it'll age well. This one we may have to pay more attention to than some because there's such use. The doors opening and closing and desks being used and so on. It may require a little more maintenance on the interior, but I suspect the other issue will be keeping the technology up to date. You know, it's very up to date now since it's only, 2 years old. But I could see over time that will be a huge expense for the university to say, well, it's 5 years old. My guess is 5 years would be as long as we push a lot of the technology, and that from that point on, just be making sure that we replace it on a regular interval.
And is there any advice you would like to give to Dr. Pano for the continued use and development of the HCC?
No, I think he, as an experienced sitting president, will be well-versed in the use of this kind of building. He is the president-elect of the Council of Public Liberal Arts Colleges, of which his school and ours and Mary Washington are both members. He knows Jeff McClurkin personally, and Jeff has been to his campus, so I have a feeling that he's going to come in and hit the ground running where this building is concerned.
And having a building named after you on campus is a great honor, especially while you are still an active member of the community. How do you feel about the building being renamed after you?
Well, it's something I never would have dreamt about in a million years that would ever happen, and some of my family members are stunned that happened. And I'll share with you that my wife told the board chairman to put the letters on the building in Velcro because I'm still alive. So it means I got to be on my best behavior from now until the end. So, but anyway, it's an unbelievable honor. It really is.
Yeah, I can imagine. And are there any last thoughts on the HCC that we haven't covered that you would like to speak about?
Just that I believe it is probably one of the most handsome buildings on campus. Really, really well designed, just beautiful, and picked up many of the architectural features you find on other parts of the campus. How they positioned it here adjacent to Simpson and avoided the little stream out back with this sort of the curve in the building, I think is really unique. But I just think it's strikingly beautiful, and I'm really, really proud to have my name on it.
Well, thank you. We all appreciate you taking the time today to sit down with us.
You're very welcome.